Matthew Theall here, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, and once again I've purchased time on the All Pro Wrestling television program to offer my services as manager to Mr. Wrestling number 4. Mr. Wrestling, please join me.
Kid, I got a lot of things going on. I gotta concentrate here. I gotta skip focus. Now what do you want with Mr. Wrestling? What can I do for you?
As you saw during your British Rules match against Timothy Thatcher for the Internet Championship, I came out in the final rounds and I stood in your corner. And you didn't listen to me. And what happened? You didn't win. You were still standing here not the APW Worldwide Internet Champion. I think it's clear by now that I am the missing ingredient in your recipe for greatness. And you need me in your corner each and every week to make sure that you come out on top.
You're the recipe kid. You're the cherry on the top. You think I'm going to be out there when my life is on the line? I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to become a champion. I'm not listening to you, kid. I'm listening to the foreheads. Because the foreheads don't steer me wrong. And we didn't do it this time. But you know what? There's another time coming up. And I got to concentrate. I got to make sure that this is it. So, how are you going to make Mr. Wrestling become a champion? If you were out there and you had these great tips, then how come you weren't giving it to me while I was out there doing the British Rules?
I was standing in that corner, I was shouting at you, telling you how to take advantage, pull the hair, rake the eyes, and you didn't listen to me, Mr. Wrestling number 4, and now you failed, and I will make sure that that's not going to happen again.
Listen to yourself, kid. You're angry, you're worked up, and you break rules. Mr. Wrestling doesn't break rules. I think I'm good on my own. I got a match to concentrate on.
We're back here at the APW Garage at Jim Moore's. Larry Blackwell taking on Cory Dayton here, Roland. And you gotta wonder, Dayton's probably got to play the speed game to run around.
I totally agree. He's got to play the speed game, try to tire Blackwell out. You can't convince me that Larry Blackwell has good cardio at 399 pounds. So that's what I would be doing. I'd be using my speed to tire him out.
Larry already jaw-jacking with some of the fans here at the APW
Excuse
Garage.
me, gentlemen. Matthew Theall, the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
What are you doing here? Didn't you just get rejected again by Mr. Wrestling 4?
You know what? Mr. Wrestling number 4 is going to see the light of day. You just wait for that. I'm coming out here. I want to take a closer look at Hard Cory Dayton and the Mountain from Stone Mountain Larry Blackwell. So if one of you decides to go ahead and kick it, I'd like to take your spot.
Jason, you stay. I don't want to hang around this guy. Come on. You've got to be the weirdest guy I've ever met. Here, you commentate with him. I'm not staying around here with him.
Roland Alexander fans is leaving the booth momentarily to make room for Matthew Theall. As we all know, Theall has spent the better part of his career in APW getting shot down by the likes of Dylan Drake and most recently Mr. Wrestling 4. You gotta wonder what this guy's doing here in the booth while Cory Dayton takes on Larry Blackwell here.
Well, now that I have your high-tech devices strung about my body, I can finally pay attention to this match. The Mountain from Stone Mountain Larry Blackwell versus Hard Cory Dayton. I heard you talking earlier about me getting rejected by Mr. Wrestling number 4. I would appreciate that.
Really?
Really, of course. Mr. Wrestling number 4, like I said, is going to see the light of day. And now that I'm sitting here taking a closer look at these two, one of these two, maybe, just maybe, I will be nice enough to offer my services to one of them as well.
Trying to find somebody else to con into lining your pockets already, Theo?
There's no conning. I'm upfront and honest with everybody that comes across me.
Well, getting back to the match, fans, and again, I apologize for this. Larry Blackwell on top of Cory Dayton, literally and figuratively right now with those hard elbows to the back of the head, really utilizing the power advantage here against Dayton early on.
It's very obvious. Mountain from Stone Mountain, of course, outweighs Hard Cory Dayton by at least 200 pounds.
But Cory Dayton showing the heart, fighting back in the eyes of adversity. Larry Blackwell takes him down again. There is no quitting Dayton here.
Heart will only get you so far, though. At the end of the day, he is going up against a 399-pound man.
Big shot to the back of Cory Dayton. And Blackwell working that chin lock right now in the middle of the ring.
The pain must be excruciating for Mr. Dayton in there.
Not as excruciating as having to sit next to you right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're very kind.
Blackwell really wearing down his opponent, something he does well here at the APW Garage. And you gotta wonder if Cory Dayton can fight out of this. He's got the fans, he's rallying behind him right now, working his way back up to the feet.
The fans of APW again won't look at you so far, just like hard in the ring.
Dayton trying those shots to the stomach of Larry Blackwell, but that's not exactly an effective maneuver, especially with Blackwell's girth. Blackwell whipping Dayton into the ropes here.
You can hear the fans cheering for Cory Dayton. You can also see him try everything he can. Larry Blackwell, of course, now this is the first time you see a chip in the armor. Larry Blackwell's been on top of you.
Let's look at this replay. Going for a sunset flip against Blackwell. Usually it's the smartest maneuver, but Dayton was able to move out of the way, but not out of the way of that running knee.
Wow, Larry Blackwell staying on top each and every time. This man is impressive.
Somebody else to con, right?
Nobody's conning. I am here to take superstars straight to the top of all pro wrestling. And I'm going to do that for someone. You just wait.
You know what, Theall? Why don't you just admit it? That you try to use people here in APW for your
Look at that.
gain.
Did you see that gigantic elbow smash?
Dayton is really hurting right now, fans. You gotta wonder if it's only a matter of time. Look at this replay. Big elbow drop by Larry Blackwell in the middle of the ring.
There's just no getting the better of the mountain from Stone Mountain. A fist to the gut, how much is that going to do with all of that insulation that the mountain has?
Dayton going upstairs. Obviously, those shots in the midsection are working, and a big headbutt by Larry, sending Cory back down to the mat.
Maybe I'll learn something from Hardcore Dayton. Maybe a little bit of heart can get you somewhere. If I was in the ring, which I choose to not be because I have other things to do with it.
What a shock. You in the ring, please.
I'm the greatest mind of professional wrestling, not the greatest wrestler in the game.
Yeah, you're probably the greatest mind since Jim Cornette, pal.
Mountain from Stone Mountain stopping, taking his time. He's thinking each and every move out. He knows exactly where he wants to take Hardcore Dayton, and he's not letting up the strategy one bit.
Blackwell just stalking Dayton, looking over him like it's only a matter of time here. Really punishing Dayton right now.
He chips, he beats, he goes after every part of a person's body, trying to inflict as much punishment and pain as possible.
Blackwell really working Dayton hard in the corner, putting him up to the top. You gotta wonder why Larry Blackwell would ever consider a high-risk maneuver. And Dayton fighting back, stiff forearm shots to the head of Blackwell.
Larry Blackwell is...
Big
Wow.
DDT by Dayton. I don't know how he mustered that. He has been punished throughout the entire match, and he finds the energy to drop Blackwell with the DDT.
That was impressive. I'm practically speechless.
Really?
No.
Dayton and Blackwell both getting up to the feet now. Blackwell looking for the big overhead right, but Dayton comes back, fighting back. Blackwell misses Dayton again. Shots to the chest, shots to the legs. Dayton missing the big swing by Blackwell. He's fighting back here, folks. Blackwell looks stunned.
That top rope DDT must have taken a lot out of the mountain from Stone Mountain. Look at him getting tied up with the ropes like that. Let's see what kind of advantage Hardcore Dayton takes now.
Dayton has to work this right now. He has to wear down Blackwell, not let up on his butt. A big boot to the face levels Dayton.
Back on top once again.
Blackwell, again, it looks like he's back in this now, folks. That little burst by Cory Dayton looks to be for 9 here. Blackwell spinning him into the ropes. Dayton comes back, flying forearm. Blackwell is down.
He's going for the cover here. He might get it.
1, 2. Blackwell tosses him off like a child.
I will say, I don't think I've seen anybody other than the Universal Heavyweight Champion Malachi take Larry Blackwell off his feet so many times in one match.
Blackwell struggling to get to his feet, laying in the corner. Dayton looking for the big splash. Blackwell throws him into the top turnbuckle and comes back with a splash of his own.
Avalanche. Larry Blackwell, here it is, the big splash. I can see it.
Down on Dayton. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Mountain from Stone Mountain gets the win, just as I expected walking in here.